Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the first moto vlog of the channel. We're starting out here. Am I recording? Yeah, we're starting out here at the airport. Why? Because, all right, let's get moving. This is a moto vlog, not a sit and talk in my helmet and look weird vlog. Anyway, this is gonna be the first video of the channel. Actual moto vlog of the channel. The first video of the channel. As you guys can see, I have a bunch of old content posted on there, whatnot, and just kind of wanted to say thank you in long format, I guess, and you know, give my input on some situations that are in the biking community. I guess not really situations, but kind of talk about the riding community, you know, because I'm a part of it, and there's been a lot of support from me for the past few months, and it's absolutely mind-blowing, and I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that this is kind of where I'm at now. And I guess a question that I get a lot of the time is like, what bike should I start on? And in my opinion, I think that you should start on a 300 or 400 cc, just because you need to learn how the bike maneuvers, you need to learn how to ride the bike, how it's going to handle in situations, and just get the feeling for riding, because you know, riding is a new thing for a lot of people, and some people are going to pick it up quick, and that's great. Some people are going to pick it up slow, and that's why I suggest you start on a 300 to 400, because it's such a brand new feeling that even with 300 to 400 cc, you're going to feel like you're on top of the world. You're going to feel like you have a lot of power, and you're gonna be loving it. And then when you get to riding with 600s in a group, or just with a buddy, or you actually ride a 600, you're going to realize how much kick they actually have and how dangerous they are. And sorry broski, I'm going to pass you here. But yeah, 300s, 400s have plenty of power. They're going to get you everywhere you need to go quickly. They're still definitely dangerous, and you know, you're on a motorcycle. You're a small target. People aren't going to see you. You need to accept that, and that's something that you need to do before you actually even start riding, is just accept that these are dangerous and that you are a small target, and people will not see you. They'll merge into you. They'll pull out in front of you, and that's what you need to be aware of. And a tip for me that I started to do when I was riding, or started to ride, and I still do, is whenever I'm coming up to a car that is parked, like on an intersection, not parked, or stopped on an intersection, or you know, waiting to pull out in front of me, or get anywhere near me, is I watch their wheels, because their wheels are gonna be the first thing that spin, and if they start spinning, I know they're about to pull out. You know, you can just barely see them start to rotate, and that's when you know, like, oh shoot, I'm gonna start braking, I'm gonna pull the clutch in, you know, gonna make sure this dude doesn't pull out in front of me and hit me, or I hit them, you know. And another thing that I think can help is that if you're driving around in your car and you want to start riding, count how many motorcycles you see on the road when you're driving. That'll help you look out for them, and then you'll realize how small they actually are, and you might, you know, see them in your blind spot or in your mirror a few times when you might not have noticed them before. And so I think that's something healthy to start doing. I personally, as a kid, I didn't count them, but I would always be on the lookout for them, just because I love motorcycles, and I always wanted one as a kid. I always wanted a sport bike. I always wanted a crotch rocket. And here we are. You know, I got one, and so it's just insane that I've been able to do that. And then now I've got this following on TikTok that is approaching 300,000 people, which is just mind-blowing. I literally can't believe it. It's almost 10 times the amount of people that live in my city here, and just think that everyone in my city and then some people, you know, follow me. Just put in perspective for numbers wise, it's just nuts. It's nuts. I can't believe it. So yeah, genuine and sincere thank you to all of you guys that are following me and that have shown me love and support, and I appreciate you all. But yeah, that's kind of like my input, that if you're gonna start on a bike, you know, start on a 300 or 400 cc. You're gonna throw the bike around, get used to throwing the bike around before it throws you around. I think that's something that Why Not Ride said. He's on TikTok. You guys should check him out. He's a pretty awesome guy. But yeah, the other thing that is important is gear. And of course, I don't wear I guess gear in the sense of like a riding jacket all the time, obviously. Usually when I'm kind of running around town running errands, I tend not to, just because I'm gonna get really hot, and if I got to get off the bike and stop a lot, then it just becomes more of a hassle and a problem. Then, you know, it's just kind of a pain. But while doing that, every time I get on the bike, I accept the fact that if I crash, it's gonna hurt, and it's gonna hurt bad if I slide across concrete at any mile per hour with no jacket on. And that's just something that you need to come to terms with yourself, is like, hey, right now, as I'm riding, as I'm making this video, someone could pull out in front of me. I could go over the hood of the car. I could go into the window of their car. I could, you know, it's very dangerous. It's dangerous. And, you know, not wearing a jacket, I accept the fact that, like, I need to be a little bit more careful. And I am, you know, and I'm not saying when I put a jacket on, I go crazy, but I'm just saying, like, I'm a bit more at ease, I should say, when I'm riding with a jacket on. But at the same time, I still accept the fact that if I hit the ground, it's going to hurt, and I'm going to pay the consequences of it, and it's going to be the responsibility of my own actions, and I'm completely okay with that. And so I have nothing against people that don't wear armor or, you know, protection when they ride. It's truly a personal opinion. Let them do them. It's their life. There's no reason that you should get mad or upset or get in the comments and, you know, wear your gear, dress for the slide, not the ride. Like, everyone that rides understands the consequences and has accepted it, I assume. So, what is that? Oh my goodness. All right, we're going up here. I don't even know where I'm going. We're just out running errands. And I thought I might as well make a moto vlog out of it to get the first one out of the way, because I feel like the first one's the most awkward and most weird, because I haven't done it before. You know, if people are thinking about, if you have a motorcycle or a car or whatever, and you're thinking about, you know, starting a TikTok or Instagram page or something for it, and, you know, you're nervous about it, you're like, well, what are people going to think? What are they going to do? You know, this is how I view it, and this is put in perspective for me, and I'm so glad it was. Because people at the top, so like people that are already YouTubers, people that are already TikTokers, people that already post content and have a lot of followers or have some views or whatever, they're not going to criticize, oh my gosh, my brakes are squeaky. They're not going to criticize you for starting. Like, if anything, they're going to support you and applaud you for starting. And people at the bottom that have never done it, those are the people that are going to criticize you. And I have to remind myself while doing this moto vlog that that's how it is, because this is such a new concept to me that I'm like, man, this is weird. Like, I don't know what people are going to think about this. Like, are they even going to watch me? So on and so forth. When that was kind of my input, you know, when I first started doing TikTok stuff. And here we are, 285,000 followers later. And you guys are absolutely awesome. So, hey, I got to run in this building real quick. Ooh, almost tipped over. All right, everything's all dropped off. We're all good. That says Bentley. You're not a Bentley, you're a Jeep. But hey, it's 2023. So, but yeah, if you are considering starting, you know, doing social media stuff, just do it, man. Just do it, guys. You got nothing to lose. You'll find people that are going to support you, and of course, every once in a while, you're going to have your haters and whatnot. Like, you know, I got this following on TikTok, and I started uploading YouTube Shorts, and this dude came in my comments saying I got a bike only to be cool, and I'm like, I literally have had this for 2 years, been riding for 3. I don't think it's just for me to be cool, but thanks, man. I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. I don't really let it bother me too much. Yeah, we just passed cruise night weekend. It was a lot of fun. There's gonna be a lot of content coming from that. Not so much for a moto vlog, because I was kind of leading the group and was more concerned about making sure everyone in the group made it through lights, everyone was safe. Nobody's bike was blowing up or nothing, because it was getting real hot. Like right now I'm at 215, so I'm just gonna coast. Yeah, cruise night was awesome. There was definitely a lot of content to come from that, a lot of burnouts, a lot of people just going crazy, and it was a good time. It was a good time. Everyone stayed safe. But yeah, this whole moto vlog thing is still a brand new concept to me, and it's still like a whole lot getting used to. And you got Hemi chargers trying to race you and make me waste my gas because they think they're fast when they're not. Oh, that's cop. I should probably put both hands on the bar. That's funny. Whoopsies. You know, I want to make this whole social media thing like a full-time job for me, and you know, I've always kind of wanted to since I was younger. My brother and I have been uploading YouTube videos ever since I was like, what, 5, 6 years old, if that. And it's not like I've always wanted to be an influencer, because I don't really feel like an influencer, but more just share my passion with people on the internet. Like, as for bikes, you know, let people know, like, they are dangerous, but, you know, set some ground rules and be smart, and you're gonna be just fine. Nice jump, dude. That was sick. But yeah, you need to ride safely. You know, you can't put yourself in the position to get smacked by a car or to get, you know, merged into. So right now, as I'm sitting in the lane, I'm on the far right side, almost going into the sewer, and that's on purpose, because if this car comes flying up, oh, there's people looking at me. If this truck comes flying up behind me, they're still staring at me. That's weird. But if this truck comes flying up behind me and has to swerve out of the way, it's gonna hopefully swerve to the left where I'm not. And if I was dead center of the lane, it would just crush me between the car ahead of me. And yeah, there'd be no more YouTube content, no more content, you know? Look at all these burnout marks on the road. This is all from a cruise night. That's so sick. So as I'm rounding up this intersection, there's obviously a space for someone to turn left right here, this red van. As you see, I swerve to the right side of the lane so that they'd see me, and I start peeking around to see if they're gonna start moving. And if I see them start moving, I'm gonna start hitting my brakes and, you know, pull my clutch in and start slowing down. Okay, I literally just ran out of space, so I have 4 minutes to make this, but how do you feel about t-shirts and hoodies? Now, not only would I want to make t-shirts and hoodies of my own motorcycle, but I'd like to get someone that can custom print designs that people send in of their own bikes. I'd like to get a graphic of my bike doing a burnout and the smoke says "Through It Media" or something on the hoodie or t-shirt. Not only would it be regular hoodies and t-shirts, but I would like to find a company that makes armored hoodies, because I like wearing hoodies on my bike to match, and the riding armor and jackets don't always look the best, so I'd like to find some armored hoodies if anybody makes them, and that we could custom print on anything like that. I think that'd be awesome. And also stickers. I will hopefully be making some stickers soon of the bike that you guys can buy, throw on your bikes. But this is just an idea I wanted to run past you guys, see what you think. Would you like to see custom t-shirts, custom hoodies, armored hoodies, and stuff like that? Now, the last thing that I would like to say is that a lot of people were asking me for that vest that I was wearing in that viral TikTok that's got about 22 million views right now. It had lights going around it. It was all custom made by my buddy Hector. He made that for me and gave it to me. But I would like to find a manufacturer that can embed the LEDs or make a custom armor plate with LEDs inside of it that you can change the color of, because I think that would do absolutely amazing in this market. And I think that a lot of riders would like to see that and like it come to their bike, because I'd like to be wearing blue, you know, when I match this. And this will be a different blue here soon. Just let me know how you guys feel in the comments, because I definitely want to know if I should do this or not. This is something I'm looking into. Armored hoodies, t-shirts, sweatshirts, anything like that. Would you guys like to see them, yes or no? Let me know. All right, let's get out of here. Anyway, I probably got like 2 minutes left or 30 seconds. I don't really know, but I appreciate it. Oh, we got like a minute. That is all I have to say for today for this vlog. Just another thank you to all you guys that have been following me, all you guys that support me, all you guys that leave me comments and DMs. I see them all. I watch them come in and I read them. Even if I don't reply sometimes, I see all your comments, I see all your DMs, and I'm doing my best to reply to all you guys, because you guys mean the world to me, and I wouldn't be here without y'all. So keep leaving them. You guys are absolutely the best, and I love the support coming in. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys sincerely from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for the support, and the content's just getting started, hopefully. See how close we can get here. Scare some old people coming around the corner. Sorry guys. Whoops.